How many days has it been since my last video? Has it been like a week, a month, a year? Nah, I'm just joking. YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy DJ's World, and I'm back. You feel me? Now, I've been uploading consistently on the gaming channel. I've been uploading on the live channel. I did not forget about you guys. I promise. I did not forget about you. If y'all follow me on my Instagram, then y'all know I put out a poll saying what video you guys wanted to see next. And majority of y'all voted on the time I lost my virginity. Now, if you guys want to get more interactive on stuff that I post on the channel, y'all follow me on Instagram. My Instagram will be down in the description below. If my editor does it right, he'll pop it up on the screen. I'm trying to get my socials together, things of that nature. Now look, listen and observe. We're not using no real names. And y'all want me to be very vulnerable with y'all. So I'm gonna need y'all to like the video, and I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe, and I'm gonna need y'all to run this video up for the next story time, because I will put out another poll. When this video goes out, another poll will go out on my Instagram. So how about that? But where does one even begin telling this story? You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody's experience is different, and everybody just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just has like good experiences. I've had a very terrible experience for my first time, and it's nobody's fault but my own, because I feel like I rushed into it. So in order to talk about how I lost my virginity, I need to talk about the two women that were involved. Now y'all might be thinking, oh, I'm player, oh, he had two women. Not at all. So the year I was like 16, 17 years old, I was like, I want to say a sophomore or a junior in high school. I was not that focused on girls because your boy was on the basketball team. My mind was on hooping and school, I will not lie. And I played video games on the side or whatnot. You know, your boy was a 2K guy and all that stuff. So there was this new girl in my English class. We're gonna call her MJ, and it's weird because like that's the best nickname I could come up with for her, but we're gonna call her MJ. Now, she was the new girl in the school, but like everybody was trying to get at her. And me being as cool as I was, I had just this is around the time I got injured playing football for my school. So I not only was on the basketball team, I was on the football team. So your boy was kind of like that. But I did not take a lot of things serious back then. And this girl was just like a girl like I really wanted to be with at the time, I guess. But I guess she heard some shit about me at the school, and she wasn't really feeling me like that. But at one point, she got my number from a friend of hers, and we started chopping it up. She started texting me, woo, and we started clicking. And so we're together for a little bit, and I'm talking about taking this girl out on a date, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't peer pressured. I'm the type of guy where I'm real chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, if stuff happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But so we're on the phone like every day for this month that we're quote unquote together, and she talking real crazy to me on the phone, saying things like, oh, like asking me how big it is and what I'm trying to do with her when I see her. And I was not prevalent in dirty talking at the time, because yes, I had been in previous relationships, but like I'm 16, 17 years old, and yes, I'm in high school where a lot of people are like having intercourse, but I was not one of those, because I didn't believe in having, I still don't believe in having like flings and things of that nature, not unless it happens naturally and organically. I don't like to force a fling. So she's talking real crazy on the phone, like she really wants me to smash. I'm a virgin at this point. Like I have not swiped my card. My card is in a case, pristine, waiting for the right person. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking real crazy. She's talking real crazy on the phone, and I let her know that one of my homegirls is having a birthday party and that I'm finna slide to. So I invite her, and I was like, oh, like, you should come to this party. It was like at a very big banquet hall and whatnot. And she pulls up, and she's wearing like this slim black dress. When I tell y'all, this girl looks so good. She looked good. She looked thicker than a snicker, and I was ready to do whatever. In that moment, I was not a 16-year-old virgin. No. I had a boy, my thought process was, I done swiped my card a couple times. I know what I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna do it, and things of that nature. And mind you, I learned a couple things, because we all know the black and orange, you know what I'm saying? So you learn a couple things, or you try to teach yourself some stuff. before actually doing the do. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm a pro at licking the bowl clean. If you know, you know. I'm a pro at that. I take pride in that to this day. Now, we're at this party and she's drinking, a little tipsy, because again, it's a birthday party, and the parents of this particular party did not really care what we did. So as she's drinking, I didn't drink at the time, and she's drinking, so she's all up on me, talking to me crazy, trying to get up out of there and trying to go stupid. We leave, and before I can even like try and get myself prepared to get myself ready to have intercourse with this girl, the craziest thing happened, man. She threw up on my lap. She threw up on my lap. It was everywhere. It was all over the seat. It was all over my, oh man, bro. And it ruined the entire vibe. It just ruined everything for me. I went to school like 2 days later. I didn't talk to her. I didn't want nothing to do with her. And I apologized later down the line, but I was so mean after that, because I'm just like, you just threw up on me, bro. Like, you puked all over my Johnson. Like, I can't forgive you for that. I feel like I'm still dealing with that trauma today sometimes. But you know, like, she was supposed to be, that was my girl at the time. So she was supposed to be the one who took my virginity. I was pretty much ready to lose it at that point. I didn't really care who I lose it to, because the girl who I lose my virginity to, like, in this point in my head, the girl who I lost it to is just like, hey, bro, like, because at this point, guys lie. Some guys still lie and say they virgins even though they're not virgins, because it's like, how you gonna really tell if a guy's a virgin or not? You can tell if a girl's a virgin, but you can't tell if a guy's a virgin, which is kind of weird. And if there is a tell, ladies, if you watching this, I don't want to know. You feel me? Because I don't lie about that. You know what I'm saying? But so a couple months go by after that entire situation, and the girl whose party we went to started DMing me on Instagram, and we're gonna call her T. And T started DMing me on Instagram before my Instagram got hacked, about how good I looked at the party and how she tried to get at me, but she saw that I was with another girl, and you know, 1, 2, and the third. You feel me? So I'm DMing her back, telling her like I thought she looked good, but you know, I was very respectful because my girl was there. She asked me what happened between me and her because everybody knew we wasn't together no more, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna air nobody business out like that, but she was just like, I basically told her like, oh, well, she just did something that I was not a fan of. So me and T are chopping it up back and forth. Come to find out, she is in the same grade as me. She is also a junior in high school at this point, and we shared a class together, and I didn't even know it, because when I'm in class, I'm locked in for real, depending on the class and the teacher. But we had a class together. It was a computer class, and once I found out she was vibing with your boy, all my homeboys just gassing it, because all my homeboys knew her. Which, here's my thing. All my homeboys know the girl I'm talking to. At the time, I didn't really care. But like now, if all my homeboys know the girl I'm talking to before I'm talking to her, it's dead. Like, I'm not trying to, cause now they know some shit that I don't. But at the time, that wasn't really that big of a deal. So they all know her. Like, not like they cool or whatever, they know of her. Which in and itself is like a red flag. But you know what I mean? Life goes on, the story goes on, the story continues. So when I tell them about her and I'm like, yeah, she DM'd me cause I went to her party and this, that, and the third, they told me, it was like, get up on that, brother, get up on that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, let me describe her to y'all. Like a 5'4", me and her are still cool to this day. So I want to be very, very cool with the way I describe her. A 5'4", thick in all the right places, Latina. Oh my God, she was so freaking fine. Her only problem was she got jealous super, super fast. She always got jealous like dummy fast, which was a problem for me, because it's just like, you could see me talking business with somebody who happens to be a girl or a young lady, and you're gonna get mad at it. That was my only issue with her. Now, me and T, we were talking crazy back and forth, and I straight up told her that I was a virgin, because she was ready, willing, and able. I have a car at this point, so you know me, I'm whipping it. And I'm driving my first car, this was my first car, a 2003 Chevy Cavalier. right? I'm talking about a fishbowl, no tints on the window, something wrong with the car every time, but it got me from point A to point B, and that's really all that mattered. So one day, me and T texting while we in school, because I'm skipping class at this point. I was a delinquent when I stopped playing sports. But I'm skipping class, and I hit her up talking about some, hey, me and a couple of guys finna leave school early. You should slide. She texted me back like, yeah, all right, I'll slide with you. Just pick me up from over behind the gate. So the way my school was set up is you had the student parking lot, which was like the back road, and then you had the front gate. She would just leave school whenever she wanted. Like, my school did not care if you walked right out, because what were they gonna do, right? They're just gonna call your parents? Like, your parents is on your job, bro. Some people was hopping fences or walking behind the portables. We had portables, so you had to walk behind the portables and jump the fence. And I live in Broward, so if you from Broward and you know Miramar Parkway, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy, bro. We would leave school and whatever, and some of the seniors got to get out early. Mind you, again, I'm a junior at this point. So the seniors who got out early, if you got in your car and just got behind them, you leave. You just leave. And that's what I did a lot of the time. So I would leave from school, from the parking lot. I would go pick her up on Miramar Parkway. She'd be right on the walking down the street or whatever, because I told her meet me down the street so that it don't seem like we skipping school, whatever. So she gets in the car, she's in the front seat. I got my bro. We basically on a 2-man, because my bro and his girl is in the back seat. I told my bro, hey dog, I'm finna go drop you off home. Like, be safe, be easy, wear a strap, because we already know he finna get busy with his girl. I'm asking her where she stay at. She tell me the name of the place she stay at, which is like 15 minutes from my crib. You feel me? So I drive, because there's a park all the way at the edge of her community, and we're just chopping it up, and she's staring at me, rubbing all up on my body and stuff, and I'm over here getting a little excited, you know, and we start, kissing and whatnot, and she's like, let's go to the back seat. So I said, cool. Now, the one thing about doing this thing, we did this thing in the car. The one thing about doing it in the car is I learned the hard way. You don't want to have your car running. You gotta turn the car off. I'm sorry. I like to play music when I do this stuff, but like, you gotta turn the car off. So first thing I do, I turn the car off. I move the 2 front seats up, and we get in the back seat for more space. You feel me? And I had never gotten fellatio at this point. I haven't done anything. Like, zero. I'm dry as a desert. You feel me? She start going crazy, gang. I'm talking about something. I entered the 6th dimension. You feel me? Like, she start going crazy. And this is just top. We ain't even do the. You feel me? So I'm over here and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like, wow, I'm starstruck. She got me. I'm hooked, because now I want this all the time. Right? But then I finally swiped that card. And the first time you're always going to remember, because I remember it to this day. But it's like reaching that high that you'll never reach again. That's the best way I can explain it. When we did that thing, I reached a high. And it was one of those amazing highs, like, you never want to come down. Now, obviously, I'm telling this story, but I did use protection, right? I always use protection. I always recommend using protection, especially if you don't want problems. She was also on the pill, but I don't care if a girl tells me she's on the pill, because most times if a girl tells you she's on the pill, it's like to regulate her hormones and her psyche. So I always strapped up no matter what. I didn't care. That's the one thing I will forever do until I am married. Until I am ready to settle down and have an actual child, I will always strap up. But this was a high in which I did not want to come down from, and we in there, and this was at like 2. This happened at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because I remember we left the school, I dropped my dogs off, and then we just kind of went. I didn't get no food or nothing, just went straight for it, you feel me? This was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I look up at one point and it's like 4:30. And and I'm not saying I had sex or I swiped my card for 2 hours. That was not the case at all. This is like foreplay leading into that. That entire ordeal was 2 hours, because I was on that purple. I said purple. I was on that orange and black. Learning, you feel me? Now, after we do the you feel me? she goes to school, and I did not know she was one of those girls that like to run her mouth about a dude she had slept with, because this was not her first time at all. And that didn't faze me. I was not looking for somebody that share a first time with. Like, brother, no, not happening at all. So this was not her first time, but it was definitely mine. So I let her take control. That's when I found out I like when a girl take control. So ladies, if you like taking control in situations and you like to handle your business, my DMs is open. my DMs is open. But she went and she started telling all her friends like the next day about how I did, which in my mind is just like, I didn't care. Like, obviously I cared, but like I didn't care that she was telling her friends, because like I wasn't finna smash none of her friends or whoever she told. But I guess what she told them was really good, because now all these women is in my DMs, and every time she see me, she all up on me, When I tell y'all, it got real toxic. Like, it got toxic. When I say it got toxic, so after that first time, she wanted to do it every day. And me, being a goddamn jackrabbit that I wasn't working, wasn't playing sports, I was smoking weed all the time. Yeah, I was there I'm talking about every day. To the one day I got tired. I was tired and I was worn out, and she tried to leave with me, and I said, go home. I was like, I'm going home and I'm getting some sleep. And here's the toxic part. She pulls up to the crib and flattens my tires, bro. I mean, she flattened my tires. I could not take the car to school the next day. Had to call my mechanic to come get me some new tires. And that's when I realized you gotta be careful who you sleep with, because there's no way. But more love to T, because she's married and she has 2 kids now, so all love to her. Me and her are still cool to this day. So out of respect for her, I won't, talk about like all the other stuff out of respect. But like, as for my first time, it wasn't, it wasn't crazy, but it does come full circle, because the girl who was trying me, who threw up all over me, then wanted me and was on me all the way up until my senior year of high school. And that was the year that I got cheated on. So that's going to be it for this. If you guys want more story times, subscribe, like the video. I have a lot of crazy stories, especially from my high school days. So I'm going to put polls out on Instagram, or just DM me on Instagram about a story time that y'all want to see. But yeah, bro, that's how I lost my virginity. It wasn't too crazy. The craziest part of the entire thing was the girl throwing up on me. But I got a whole nother story. There's another story of where a girl tried to pin some twins on me. So I have a lot. But it's been your man, DJ's World. I love y'all. I will catch y'all in the next video or the next story time, man. I'm out. Peace.